Greetings to all of humanity. It's really a joy, it's a pleasure. It's an honor for me to be out here, well connected with nature and bringing this message of emancipation to you, whereby I'm pointing you to look inwardly to discover that your real identity is your divinity. And that is why I want to speak to you today concerning Neville Goddard and the Kemetic Science. And as we all know, Neville was taught by Abdullah the Black Mystic from Ethiopia. And Abdullah is our ancestor. And based on what I would have experienced and what Neville said that he would have experienced also, I've come to realize that Abdullah would have known the Kemetic Science and was basically teaching Neville the Kemetic Science. Yet, I have to be honest and I have to be real with you. I always speak about the removal of Neville Goddard Wikipedia, and there's something that is there written that they will have removed that I know of, and I always say it. And that always leave a certain question mark, okay? So, I'm saying all of that to say that, let me just enjoy the wind as it blows, and when it simmer, I will continue to speak to you, and I'm encouraging you to enjoy nature also as you listen to the song of the wind vindicating these things that I am saying. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, that always leaves something on my mind. So to the people who always say, well, I didn't hear Neville say this, I didn't hear Neville say that, let me say this to you. When you understand everything that Neville is speaking to you about concerning manifesting, they all came from Ancient Kemetic, then you would understand where I am coming from. Therefore, you need to take a look into the teachings of Kemet. There are many videos on the internet, you can listen to them, because I don't have any book that I'm reading or anything. And early on, when I start teaching, there are people who would have listened to my teaching and know that what I was saying was leading right back to Kemet, and it was telling me to know more about Kemet and to teach about Kemet. But I used to tell them I don't want to teach about things that I do not really know of. I like to speak of my experience. But there was one thing that was always before me that was proven to me that these things really come from Kemet, because when I look at the eye of Horus, and I know for sure that's the eye that awakes within me, that's the eye that opened within me when I had that experience. I've never heard Neville said that. When I realized that spark of light in me, that fire in me, that was like a lightning. And as the lightning flashed from the east and so on, so shall the Son of Man comes. And I understand all of that. And as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, so shall the Son of Man be lifted up. And I experienced all of that. And heard of Osiris and Horus and the Egyptian resurrection. And I realized I experienced the resurrection. I experienced also the virgin birth. And just recently, I experienced the condemnation and the public condemnation and crucifixion, and it was the church leaders was condemning me and accusing me and handing me up to all the different church authorities to be condemned. And even after I would have had my birth from the skull also, which is the resurrection, which is basically have to do with the eye of Horus and the resurrection of Osiris and so on, okay? After that, all of humanity appeared before me as my son and called me father. But my brother and my sisters, I was just an ordinary man. I'm just an ordinary man. I had no prior knowledge about these things. From a child growing up, many ministers of the gospel were saying, I'm going to do a great thing, a mighty thing. They saw greatness in me. They said that God was going to use me mightily. And this is how I've been used. And I've been given the rainbow of many colors when I was 17 years old. And it's the rainbow. So my brother and my sisters, when we look at science in general, and all the things that scientists are saying and the things that scientists are doing, and what Neville Goddard would have taught, and what the law of attraction teachers are teaching, I can't help but see a people who was deprived of their true spirituality, their identity, and their nationality, and their science has been used by everyone but themselves, because they were taught to hate themselves and to hate their own science and call it evil. So our people are speaking against the science of our ancestors, while others are using the science of our ancestors. And I'm saying all of this to say that many people are attributing a lot of the manifestation techniques to Neville Goddard. But only until you learn to listen to those who teaching the science of Kemet and understand the teachings of Kemet. And when I say Kemet, I'm speaking about ancient Africa, before it was colonized, before it was conquered, before the Europeans came and stole everything away and burned the library at Timbuktu. My brother and my sisters, there's nothing greater than experience, and my experience is showing me all of these things. And that's why this time I choose to speak on these things, while speaking about what Neville Goddard would have taught. There's no one in this world that can convince me otherwise that it's not Kemetic science. That is why Abdullah makes sure to point Neville to the Sphinx and to the pyramid and everything that is ancient, letting him know that he have a vast understanding of what would have taken place with a people, and that these people were supposed to know their science. So what he did, he taught Neville what to do to achieve his every desire, showing him what our people would have known before the oppressors came and oppressed them. A people was connected with nature. A people was in alignment with nature. A people was in alignment with the sun. For the sun rises in purpose and sets in purpose. And there's a people who had known their purpose. There's a people who would have understood how to teach their people to come to the higher self, and how to come in to the great awakening, which is written as the resurrection, which is written as the virgin birth. All these things were stolen from us. And I'm not afraid or ashamed to say that. And so my brothers and my sisters, everything that has been taught on the internet concerning manifestation, concerning fulfilling your every desire, it is Kemetic science. It is science that you can show right back into nature. My brothers and my sisters, it is the inner sun engineering. It is a people connected with the science of the sun. A sun people. A people who understood. I'm just enjoying the breeze as it blows. Now let me continue. It was a people who understand the fire in man, the element of fire, and how great the element of fire is that starts everything. And that is why when you awake as a fiery being, you would hear that great explosion. That's what many people refer to as the Big Bang. So my brother and my sisters, as we come in to this time of the Great Awakening, I'm saying to you, is the return back to the teachings of our ancestors. And I'm grateful for all of those who have bring a part here, a part there, a part here, a part there. We all know that Joseph Murphy was also taught by Abdullah. And we see the same science all over. So my brother and my sisters, as I bring this message to you, I'm bringing to you a message of liberty. A message that will set you free. All you have to do is look inwardly and reject the white man, Christianity, whereby he taught you to hate yourself and to believe in a God outside of yourself and to believe in the idol of a white man, to believe in a blue eye and a blonde hair man called Jesus. And they said missionaries out. Up to this day, missionaries go throughout Africa and throughout the Caribbean, continuing the brainwashing of a people and their science. But my brother and my sister, I have good news for you. What Neville Goddard has taught you, it came from Kemet. So use it. And the wind is vindicating everything that I'm saying. The elements are there vindicating everything. Because I am the fifth, the spirit. And I'm saying to you, get connect with that spirit in you. And let that light in you illuminate and get on the frequency and the vibration of your ancestors. And then you have nothing to worry about. So instead of worrying about manifesting this, manifesting that, first of all, know who you are and seek the kingdom that is within you. And when you get connected with the energy and frequency of our ancestors before slavery, all these things will come back to you because it's an energy. So with that being said, my brother and my sister, I want to thank you very much, and I want to say to you, if what I'm saying it makes sense to you and it resonating with you and you haven't subscribed already, I'm encouraged to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. So with that being said, I want to say peace, love you all, out.